right, so let's get this baby started. Refresh this. Set it up.
See, I should.
Oh, you're not even on. She'll say.
Give me
Wow. Man, it's only 2 ladies in here tonight. Wow.
But we gonna hold it.
Shuntai 3, each and 4.
But we as women, we hold our own for sure.
Okay, this is pretty.
Yeah.
Can I get a witness?
Yeah.
I can have a
What
report.
about unlimited bar at? What that unlimited bar at? You'll see. You'll see what's going on for real.
Okay, so welcome, everyone.
Welcome to another episode of She Say, He Say. We live, we back home.
Yes, y'all
Glad to be
signing in. Y'all are signing in.
Glad to be home.
Hey, Robert, Sandra, Yolanda. Hey,
What's up,
Christy,
Hey.
Bonita. I ain't seen you in a while, Bonita.
Bonita, we thought something happened.
Tanisha. Hey. Anybody different on your side?
No, Tanisha, hey, Miss Love.
Okay, so here's your time to have your family and friends chime in and let them know that we are on the air. Share, and like. That way we get the most bang for our buck and make sure everyone is tuning in. We got some juicy topics tonight.
Hot.
Hot, juicy topics. Yes.
Out of control.
Yes, I am Shuntai Hill. I am the co-host of She Say, He Say. And here is my fabulous co-host.
Johnell, Allen Bay. Well, I'm happy. Let's
Yes.
get it.
And we have
We just traveled from Atlanta, y'all. It was
Yes.
an exciting show. We did our
Yes,
thing.
we did. We did our thing in Atlanta.
And it's just been a crazy week. We've been like crazy busy,
Yeah.
right?
And I just want to say tonight, normally y'all know we have like an in-studio audience. We eat and have our drinks. It's full of guys in here.
Yes.
Yes, I wish I could turn the camera around and show you, but I don't want to mess it up. Just trust me. There's some guys in here.
It's all guys in here.
For sure.
Let me hear the guys.
For
You hear the
sure.
guys? Yes, they're all in here.
All right, now, how do they give a cat call?
So make sure you're sharing.
Yeah.
And those that are in the audience, make sure that you mute your phones.
Please.
Because there's an echo.
We can
Yeah.
hear you.
We can hear you.
So
Don't want
let's
to turn
do
around and
this
look at you,
here.
but we can hear you.
My fault.
So I'm looking
All right, Reggie.
forward to tonight. Listen, first of all, share what's in your glass.
What is in your glass?
Now, what's the nice drink now?
Why you always ask me what?
Because before we even get here, we rehearse this, and you always say, "Okay, I'm ready."
Okay.
Now remember what it is. It's a
Snow Mama. It's a Snow Mama. It's a play on Bahama Mama, but it's a Snow Mama because Johnell put his foot in it. Not literally his foot in it, but just
well, you know they clean.
he
I had
mixed
to,
it.
they did me in, man. They did me in, man. They
He
did
got a
me in,
pedicure
Yeah.
last week.
Still doing the Henny on rocks.
Right.
Okay, then.
You
So
got
I'm
a glass
excited.
over there? Oh,
I'm
you
excited.
got
I'm
this
excited.
little clear glass.
So how does it taste? How does it taste?
It tastes good. It's delicious. What do y'all think?
Yeah.
It does not even taste like it's alcohol.
Hold on,
in
Mississippi,
it.
what you think?
I think it's great, bro.
All right now, there it is, y'all.
Straight down.
No, it is in there now.
Straight down
Just
from
straight up
Mississippi.
here. We got a Mississippi guy here. Tell me what part?
Vicksburg.
Vicksburg, Mississippi. Come all the way to Michigan.
We got Chicago in the house for the first time. Bailey. How you pronounce that first name?
Janina.
Janina Bailey.
Janina Bailey.
And she's tuning in.
Hold on, your ex-wife in the house.
She's tuning in for the first time. Yes.
You're welcome.
Yes, first timer.
They're go Linda. Oh,
Hey,
boy.
Linda,
We
Sora.
got it going on.
Thank you for
All
being
right,
in the house.
Sora.
I appreciate you. Hey,
You know I'm a little. They said so.
let's get it started in here. So,
Yes.
if this is your,
Now, when did they start calling them sores? Because I remember back in the 80s and 70s, I never heard that term before.
they've always said it.
I
They've
never
always
heard
used
that.
that term.
But
But
I
yes,
can recall it. Maybe I was intoxicated.
when you were hitting those parties, it was that we used it.
I can remember that.
Yeah, back towards 1920s. Yeah.
19. Okay, they was doing it in 20.
Yeah, in 1920s they were. Yeah.
I didn't, they know how to do it. Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. So, if you're tuning in for the first time, this is
Right.
how it works. We have several topics and questions.
Hot topics.
No, it's hot topics.
They're hot.
Okay? They're hot and juicy.
Everybody
topics.
keep inboxing talking.
Yeah.
That's hot topics.
And we put the questions out for you to
Yeah.
review, okay? And they're hot. So what you do is you can respond by posting your comments in the comment section, and we will do our best to get to most of them.
Right.
And then where we have our audience, they will chime in. Just raise your hand, and we will get to you in our
You
audience.
matching tonight. Look at you. Got
You
your
picked this
belt
stuff
on.
out. You was the stylist tonight. You did a good job.
But you never pick up what I put down.
Yeah. Well, my girl says, I'm picking it up right now because I'm wearing it.
That's it.
I'm
Okay,
picking it
now.
up right now because
There we
I'm
go.
wearing it. Okay.
All right, now.
All right. So
Now listen, audience. These are real experience. These are from real people
yes.
that's going through this stuff. I mean, sometimes I read it, I can't believe it.
And that's the ones that we want to post.
So they get a little out there, y'all.
So while we're out and about, we do get people who stop us to say, hey,
Right.
can we talk about this or that, or have a
Yeah.
question
Yeah.
or a topic for you? So there are real life situations that are happening, and we want to hear what you have to say
Right.
about these real life situations, right?
Can't wait. Hey, Darius.
So let's go ahead and get started. As you go along, just go
Devontae,
ahead
I'm
and
sorry.
post. Make sure you post the responses, and let's get started.
Let's get started.
All right. So the first topic. My husband enjoys having sex during my period. It used to be exciting when we were young and dumb, but I am a registered nurse and Christian, and I am disgusted. What do I do? You go ahead and take over this one.
I can't. You're the sex therapist.
You're a man.
As a man, I had to wait 7 days after blood. I'm scared. So,
So-
as a man,
Okay.
my belief system is strong.
So a couple of things I see here with your question is that you said that it used to be exciting, now you're disgusted. What happened to your life that now it disgusts you to where you were happy before?
Well, she's a registered nurse and she knows
Well-
the health factors in this here.
Well, but she enjoyed it.
Yeah, but
Enjoy it.
it's
There's a lot of
unhealthy,
different
that's what
unhealthy
she looked
things,
at.
but people still enjoy it.
Sure do.
Yeah, but and then the point that you made that you were a Christian. Are you now a Christian and you weren't a Christian then?
That's what she's saying.
So she was not a Christian at the beginning.
And she wasn't no registered nurse either.
But she's saved by the blood now.
But
Oh,
somebody said that now you're saved by the blood. So
my
yeah.
Now, my family, we got like a freak hand in us, but we all agree. Even Yolanda said, that's gross. That's nasty. That's right.
So yeah, most of our people, we don't want to shame you because that's something that y'all enjoy privately, right? It's something that they enjoy privately. But, it's on you, and if it's gross to you and you don't want to do it, it's a lot of things that, I've seen people, they were swingers, and then they decided not to be swingers because it's gross. Yeah, so just stop it. Stop.
But how do you
Just
stop
stop.
with your husband when
Just-
he's into this here? What's that
just
conversation look
stop.
like? Well, so you just
Say-
cut him off?
Just say, okay, so when our audience member said, this is the time to suggest something else. Can we open the door there because we have a fan in the house? Yes. So you need to have a conversation with your significant other to say,
Hey,
this
darling.
used to work for us, but this is no longer
Shawanda.
working for me because I have new knowledge that I didn't have before.
Right,
Therefore, I'm not comfortable with this.
Right.
So let's just stop it.
Okay.
Right.
I like the way that you phrase that. That it makes you feel like, okay, let's subtly pull away from this, maybe.
Yeah, you could pull away from a lot of. You could pull away from the table when you're eating too much. You could pull away from a lot of things. This is something you can definitely pull away from, and pull out of. Pull out of, and don't taste it. Just pull out.
Oh,
don't-
I knew Cuz
don't
was
taste
going.
it.
Look at Cuz say, man. I knew she was
What
going
she
to
said? She said use the other hole. You have options. Yes, definitely there's options available. That there's two holes. There's two holes. There's one that's a couple inches from the first hole, and then there's the one that's up. So
You got
use
3
another
holes.
hole.
You're nasty. You might as well continue to be nasty.
You got 3 holes.
Now you got something else to be
Right,
nasty
right,
about.
right. I don't know there. I'm not
So
certain if we gave her the best advice.
I think we did give her good advice.
You think so?
I think we. What do you think?
Yeah.
I mean,
Alternative.
that's the best advice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, listen. Well, as long as our audience can read, I feel good. I just feel bad about the husband.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point, he should be okay with it,
Go get some help. Shit.
unless he's a vampire.
Is that in there? Let me see.
Or Yolanda said you can use the hand. Yeah, so there are always other options that you can choose.
Okay.
Yes.
Moving forward.
Okay, so number 2. My wife gets on my nerves talking and being obsessed with famous guys. I don't want to come across as a hater or jealous. What's your suggestion, hater? He's a
Well,
hater.
It's okay. So Shuntai is labeled the young man a hater because of the fact that he's feeling some kind of way about the conversation that she's having and being about these famous men.
Because if at some point you tolerated it, because if it became an obsession, it was a pattern, and you
Right.
accepted it.
And
You
now
probably
he's tired.
smiled. Now he's tired, but you already gave permission with it by not saying nothing.
Well, I think the first one was a ha 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 ha. The second one was ho 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 ho. And then the third time,
Yeah.
and so now I'm like, come on, babe, do something better. What about the guy that's next to you? Why don't you have a conversation about him or something? So
Yeah.
maybe she needs to tone it down somewhat and maybe concentrate on what's in front of her.
Well, he should have mentioned that the first time.
Well, but you labeled him a hater. He has no ability to do anything else.
Well, now he's a hater because now it's been, many times into this.
Right.
So it became an obsession.
That's what constitutes a hater.
It became an obsession. So you say something
Okay.
about it early on. So if my guy was all into someone, I'd be like, okay, what is it about, what's going on here?
But the first time you're like,
No, I don't do that the
You
first
gonna
time.
laugh?
No,
Oh, you kind of like
I don't laugh. Yeah. It's not like she could sleep with him. Right. It's not like she can sleep with him. But you know what? Guys do that about, some people do that about porn. You may be obsessed with a certain porn or porn star, but it's not like you're going to sleep with him.
Or Beyonce. And
My ex used to always say
to the point where you name your girl B. And her name starts with a T.
So what would your advice be?
Wrong
As a
place
guy.
to work.
As a guy, I'm gonna have a conversation like, hey, you know what? What's so exciting about dude, baby? Let me hear this. What he got? What is he working with? Because I want to get out and figure out, what he's doing. Let me see him,
So Steve says,
so we can invite him to the house.
Steve said he is feeling insecure and believes he's only an option and does not add to it.
Okay. Hey,
Yeah.
Cynthia. All right. Okay. So I can understand because sometimes my dad had an obsession with Gladys Knight.
Okay.
I mean, every time he listened to her, she was on TV, and Mama said, "Shoot, you should move to Georgia because catch that midnight train." So
Yeah,
he snapped out of it.
I do think sometimes people, they love different artists or
Right.
actors or actresses, and nothing's wrong with that. But when it becomes an obsession and they want you to dress like that person, that's
don't put no beaded glove on me.
No, that's not.
You know, but it was a lot of women in love with Mr. Kelly. Now, R. Kelly, and then once things happened, now they had to jump off the bandwagon
Because they don't want to be pissed
Now-
on
now
one.
the mom-
They don't want to be pissed on one.
now the men got their, they like, yeah, you like
R.
R.
Kelly music.
Yeah, well, we figured that. We like it, young. Anyway,
So moving on to the next one.
okay.
During this COVID, I got lonely and slept with the guy across the hall.
Ooh.
Big mistake because he keeps calling and knocking on my door. Please help me.
She got that whippy.
Oh my goodness. She slept with the
listen.
guy across the hall.
You know what? When they first had the lockdown, you just didn't know what was going to happen. So you know what I'm saying? You just didn't expect that to jump off like that. You know what I'm saying? Everything was shut down. The streets was empty. You looked over there. He looked at the same time. You like, shoot. You know, he ain't got nobody. I ain't got nobody. Come on over here, boy.
It just depends on what she was looking for. How did he become so a big option to her where he probably wasn't before?
COVID-19.
I mean, God dang.
The mindset changed during that COVID. When you sitting in that apartment, you can't get out. You know, even the garbage man look interesting. You know, like, hey,
Janine.
I didn't know they pull that lever like that.
Janine said, tell him it was a one-time thing.
Okay.
That's Janine H. She said it was a one-time thing.
But it probably was, but they said COVID lasts for we were locked down for like 90 days.
She put that coat ass on.
You know what I'm saying?
That nigga been over there with his hand
90 days.
Steve said, in a state of desperation, we all can lose our common sense.
That's right. I agree totally. Rob said, hey, Rob. He said, okay.
It ain't that much common. It depends.
Hold on. We hold on now. We know that there are some people that's been in relationships, right? And they either grew closer during COVID because they were interacting with each other, learning each other more, or they broke apart, got sick of each other.
Yeah.
So the reality of it was harsh. And she, you know, that booty call turned into something because dude, you know, it's obvious he wants some more.
So Lynn said, when you give yourself to, it went up.
Okay.
When you give yourself to someone that you are not interested in, you open the door for fatal attraction.
It could have been, but at the time, right, it's like if somebody told us tomorrow the world is going to end positively, it's over. Okay? So the mindset is, well, let me be merry and enjoy this moment. And the moment turned into something else, right? Because you can just enjoy the moment, and then next thing you know, man, I got another day? Ooh.
Yeah.
You know, and you'd already gave all you could, you know, and now y'all done...
That's too close for comfort. That's too close for comfort.
Across the hall.
Across the hall.
Then, because you got to look out the peephole.
Always don't be
Right.
You got to look out the peephole, make sure they ain't coming out. Right. He watching every guy come through there. So it's rough. Yeah.
She would have better chances hooking up with somebody online.
Best thing to do
somewhere
is
else.
move. It's time to move.
It's time to move.
It's time to move. That's the best thing you can do. Break that lease agreement and get on down. That's my advice.
Okay, so Benita said, grown folks, tell him it was a one-time thing. It's over. Find you another COVID-19 lover.
Yep.
Great point, Steve said. Patricia, she said, I went through that before, and I had to get aggressive and let him know it was a one-time only and leave me alone.
What's she going to do when they lock back down?
Give him a call.
She
C3, come on over here.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's just,
it's obvious, yeah.
It's a no-go. It's a no. That's a poor choice. That's why people call us the next day on Mondays. Our phone rings off the hook over the weekend because of bad decisions.
Yes.
Yeah, and then they want to come in for some help.
But don't be
We'll
afraid
be
to
there.
come in.
Don't be afraid.
I want you coming in for the
We
help.
want you to
Because I
come
don't want nothing going down
the next weekend.
next weekend.
Okay, number 4. My woman works late, and I notice she's missing items at night. No bra, no panties, twice. Do you think she's doing more than working late?
I think she's just working late.
So is she working from home, or is she working away from home and the stuff is missing?
She ho. That's her nighttime job.
I'm not gonna say that she's hoeing, but I believe that there's some type of relations that's happening outside of the home.
Definitely.
Hey Kim.
She's got her a man that likes to grab that
She don't
stuff.
care as much either.
So who's stealing? Okay, it could be somebody stealing the stuff.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Listen. Hold on. We've had that before.
She could be like, oh my goodness, it's hot in here. Let me take it off. Then she may not be able to find it.
Excuse me, Shuntai. So you say,
had a flash.
so it's hot in here, so you take your pants off to take your panties off?
Oh, it could be. Well, no, we're looking at all
All I
options
know
here. I'm
is
just
when I
saying.
was a young man in the game, as a hunter, I would take one of the items. That's what I did. So, in case you did have a man, you going back without a bra and panties, and I got it.
Hold up. Steve said she just sweat a lot and need a change. And Momo said, does she usually not wear bra and panties?
No.
If you know your woman, you know. Maybe you don't know that she's not wearing them.
No. She wearing them, and then when they stolen, they missing, and then the next day she got it on. He done did his homework.
So she got it on the next day?
Right.
The ones that were missing?
No. She got more than she got multiple panties in the bra.
So they're missing. So somebody's keeping a souvenir.
You know what I'm saying? She got a dude, and that dude, he likes that. That dude trying to break up that happy home. Calculate.
Hey, he didn't know how he broke it up so
Because
bad.
he did his job. He just took the panties.
Okay, so y'all know I have to look at the glass half full. Maybe she gave them to the poor or something. Or she donated the
Did you
panties.
do that? Have you ever done
Did
that?
she donate the panties? Did she see someone panties and was like, okay, hold on. Here, have mine. You can have these panties.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is why we have she say, he
Or
say.
she could have came across someone that kept trying to get at her. She's like, you know what? No, you can't have this, but here's my panties.
Right.
Go ahead. I don't know.
This is exactly why she say, he say is so important. When she say something like that, it's very important that we make a stance here.
This is a stance moment.
Stop.
She get them on double groove
Just
on
stop.
double part.
I'm just giving all options.
No, you just trying to support the fellow women of America.
I am not.
Black girls rock.
Why it have to be black girls? Why can't it be black girls and white girls and Latino girls? Why do it have to be black girls?
Well,
Any girl.
the reason why I stated that is that statistics show that in our culture, we have 60-40.
Okay.
That means 60% of our population in our culture are women.
Okay.
Those are facts. 40% are men.
Yeah.
12% consider themselves gay or homosexual. So that reduces the number down there. So we're looking at a 29 to almost 38%.
Johnell,
Those are facts.
I understand those facts. But if you watch Orange is the New Black, they had a whole business on taking off their panties and selling it to people who have fetishes. So maybe his girl got a side job.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a side job? No. You got an
That's a side job. That's a side job.
And if that's her side job, my name is Bob Hope. I'm Bob Hope, folks.
Okay, so we got some responses here, so I will read them. And Steve said, oh, hold on, Bonita say hello, hey. Beth said hello. Bonita said side hustle. Steve said it would take a woman to find the answer for the women, because we creative. Steve?
Absolutely.
Steve?
No, they're sustainable.
Ain't nobody
Our
gonna really
women are
believe
some
that
of the
bullshit.
best storytellers in the world.
And Reggie said, well,
Guys can't lie.
hold up, Reggie said, well, I had a friend that had a hot flash and took off everything. Just saying. Reggie, he said he knows
did.
somebody.
But did you keep her panties?
And Momo said, I know that friend, Reggie. Momo said, I know that friend, Reggie. Sandra said, all girls rock. And Phil said, hell no. Lynn said, she could have a weak bladder and wet herself and took the panties off. Her boobs got too her boobs got too heavy and the bra got tight, so she took it off. I took off my bra at the club to get more comfortable.
Did you leave it there?
Why you got me on?
Did you leave your bra at the club? No, you didn't.
So there are all types of situations that can happen. I don't think we should judge this woman.
Now, if that was a man, he would
I don't think we should judge this woman.
They are hung up. A man come in with no drawers, he in trouble. It is no excuse for a man to come in with no
because
drawers.
more than likely ain't no woman trying to keep drawers for souvenirs.
Who?
Man came home with no drawers on.
I'm gonna be quiet.
Women ain't trying to keep the boxers or the boxer briefs as
Yes,
souvenirs.
they do. They like to smell them and keep them close to their face.
And Steve said she needs the pins, not panties.
That's right. Let's go to the next one.
Let's go to the next question. Y'all a mess.
Yeah.
I'll tell y'all. I only try to give you all options before we make a decision. That's all I try to do. I see y'all don't respect that. Y'all guys. Y'all guys.
Absurdity is what you give us.
Okay, so look at this one. Number 5. I don't think I missed one. I think my wife is having an affair with the pastor. The pastor keeps her doing something, and I found out they are sleeping in the same hotel room. I feel in my gut, but I don't know how to confront her since the pastor is a woman.
Join in. I'm joining in.
The pastor
I'm joining in.
is a woman.
We gonna pray today.
So Mondo is saying that there's a trinity going on, but there's a trinity going on there.
I'm just gonna say like this here. I would like to tackle this first.
Okay, you go ahead and tackle it.
First of all, I don't care if you're a man, woman, or beast. If I can sense that something's going on, I'm gonna have a talk with you, and I'm gonna lay the facts out of how I'm feeling. Mm-hmm. Now you can engage in it, but I'm not gonna fear factor anything because of the fact that if me and my woman got an agreement that it's us, just me and her,
Right.
and this pastor, you know, with her collar and all the other stuff that she doing, taking advantage of my woman, I got a problem with her.
Yolanda said, Yolanda said beast cuz?
Listen, it don't matter what it is. If you doing something with mine, I need to have a discussion with you. Because I'm going to tell you something about our women. They wouldn't care if it was another guy, a woman, or what. Guess what? They going to confront it. And so I'm going to confront it. And you can be mad about me cussing out your pastor, but I'm going to let it happen. I'm going to let it go.
So Patricia says, I think she's sleeping with the pastor woman and they often travel together, but no funny business is going on.
Okay, well then listen. If you can't afford to get my woman a room and y'all sleep in the same bed, she ain't got no business being
It's
with
a
you.
small congregation.
You know, well, I wouldn't care if y'all got 3. You better bring yourself back tonight. That's not happening. I know I ain't going with no pastor, and he tell me come over in here and sleep. That's not gonna happen. And I'm supposed to tell you.
So
Ain't
Yolanda said apparently so he may need to start attending that church and them get a hotel stay together, possibly. So if he may not be attending church regularly.
Well, they might not want me to attend it. Because when I come in there, I'm mad as hell. So
I ain't gonna be mad.
You know what I'm saying? I'm mad because, you know, first of all, you took advantage of the situation.
So Lynn said the guy is insecure. He needs to get on his knees more for his woman.
If he's feeling it in his gut, then
Right.
he already know. Because you
Right.
know what your
You know what time it is. Come on now.
You know your baby.
Yeah.
You know your mate.
So
I'm joining in. I've been joining a long time ago.
So should he have a
He
conversation
joined the
with
church.
both?
I ain't joining no church.
Oh, I
I'm
thought
joining
you said-
them.
oh,
I'm
he-
joining them.
Oh,
I'm
he
joining
joined
them.
them, yeah.
I ain't joining no church.
You know.
I'll be like, Dad, how you get to do that shit? I've been wanting this to go down.
Bless me too, Pastor. Bless me too, Pastor.
Yolanda said keep one eye on the pastor.
Listen, I'm on it. I'm on it.
Wow.
I'm feeling some kind of way about that.
Tell her.
Now, what you thinking? You ain't saying
Bless the
nothing.
mic and speak to it then.
Here come the therapist, y'all. The sex therapist, because there's some
Well,
sex going on.
I do think she's cheating with the pastor.
Look at that. See? That's right.
She's cheating with the pastor. Yes, I do. I will say that.
Cheating in the next room.
But why is she cheating? What are you not doing, guys?
Manipulation.
What's happening?
Manipulation.
What's happening, guys?
Manipulation. Yeah.
It's easy for a woman to get close to another woman when they're friends because they connect in a different way, maybe like with the male that's not doing for them. So I think it's easier to cheat, for women to cheat with other women when they get too close.
They ain't looking on each other.
Right,
so
because what I believe is that there's some emotional distancing that's happening in the relationship between a man and a woman. Because normally women only cheat, or most women cheat, when there's an emotional disconnection from their mate.
Yeah.
And if
Or-
someone is taking that up.
It's been my experience that some people manipulate religion.
Okay.
Just like a pastor, that if he was male and with the woman,
Yeah.
the discussion wouldn't be the same here. We wouldn't be saying, oh, well, it's an emotional detachment. No, we wouldn't be saying that. So let's keep this shit
Don't-
real.
It is
Hold
real.
on.
It is real.
Let's keep this real, because this is what it is. I don't like this. I don't like how this turned and try to make us passive and all that. No,
Nobody
this shit is
said
just
the
here.
guy was
There's
passive.
manipulation on the religion.
When-
This woman has taken
At the
advantage
end-
of this young girl's religion. She using God and trying to control
So,
her,
you know
and that's
more
what
of that
happens with
story.
the man. No, I know
that's
this
an
story.
assumption. Okay.
And
Okay,
if
so-
there was a man and there was a young lady in the congregation,
Why
we
do
wouldn't have a conversation with
why
some
are
of
we
her
making
husband
the
doing.
assumption that
What
it's a
we
young
would
lady?
say, she's a
Why?
young lady.
Because if she's a grown-ass woman,
That means a
you
young
can make
lady.
your own decisions, and nobody can manipulate you. You follow by will.
I was just
And if she
crazy
wanted
to
to
the
sleep
mic.
with, if he even made a pass at her or tried to manipulate her, first thing is you're in a relationship. And if something wrong in your relationship, why are you going over to the other side?
Now here we are.
So,
there's a
there
such
is a
thing
thing.
as called church hurt.
Yes. I
Okay,
do
can you
church
say
hurt.
that?
Church hurt.
Can you give me a witness?
Church hurt.
How did it happen?
Church hurt.
How did it happen?
It happens. It happens when you're disappointed.
Okay, see, right? So that means some things do happen there, right? Let's take this off.
There
When
is
you're
a
a
church
person, every
Uh-huh.
person can be put into a situation, especially when your heart and soul is committed to something. When you talk about religion, that's a whole different ball game there.
Right.
That people will give their last dime and can't pay their phone bill or their house note and give it to a church.
So you open your
therefore,
legs.
that's telling me something. That means someone has some power over you to make you think that you need to give them before you take care of your business.
Well, that's when people put more
Does
power.
that happen before?
They put more power in man than they do in their belief in
That's
God.
all we saying here.
But in
Then now
this
you
case,
saying what I'm saying.
she opened her legs to someone
Same thing.
willingly.
Same thing.
Regardless, the church
Same
hurt,
thing.
that could be a possibility.
Same thing.
It could be a young woman or it could be an older woman.
When I say young
thing
woman, I
is
don't
that
mean
there was a
in
relationship.
age. I just mean there's a
There was
woman.
a relationship
Yeah,
that happened, and somebody opened their legs and let someone come hither.
that's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But at the end of the day, it was free will.
And guess right, and that's not a dispute. But if we take the woman out the equation and put a prominent pastor that was a male in it, the conversation different. We ain't have the same
It's still
conversation.
the same thing. He didn't
No.
manipulate.
You did what?
Sometimes there can be an abuse of trust, but not all the time. We can't blame that on abuse of trust all the time.
I'm saying
We
this
cannot
here.
do that.
If I'm a man of God, right,
You're
and I
still
can-
a man at the
hold
end of the
on,
day.
Hold on. But there's a violation there. If I have a young lady or old lady, it don't matter who she is,
Right.
and I bring that woman to my room, and that woman's not my woman or my wife, that's a problem. Because I didn't use my power and my status to manipulate. That's exactly what that happened.
But
That's
we're
a
not
fact.
talking about the Catholic Church right now.
I ain't talking about. I'm talking about the Baptist church. I'm talking about the Baptist, Pentecostal. I'm talking about the Baptist, the Pentecostal. I don't know nothing about the Catholics doing that because they don't even like women. I'm talking about us. So we can't get off in there. Let's be real about this here now.
So what I'm saying is, so it's that rock star mentality.
Church hurt.
It's still church hurt, but yet at the end of the day, you're a grown-ass woman and you made a choice to sleep with someone. You were not forced.
And when she comes to sit in front of us, guess what she tells us?
That's a different story.
She tells us how she saw this man bigger than life. And guess what? The stuff that he was trying to put into her, he took her down and prayed before he did what he did to her and manipulated her. Now let's put it at that woman. That's what she did to her. Got her. There we go. Thank you.
But we could go on and on about this topic because there's a lot in there.
Absolutely. I enjoyed it.
So let's go to the next one.
That was a hot one there.
I had
Shantay's hair sweated a little bit.
no, it didn't. I have a hot flash. It's nothing about the topic.
Okay.
Okay, it was a hot flash. Let's get that right.
Hot flash did it.
I still have my bra and panties on. Right.
Well, is she at home? She can put them on. When you're at home, you can do what you want.
I have been married to my husband for 11 years, and I had an affair with my boss.
Ooh.
Now I am 3 months pregnant. Should I tell my husband or keep it a secret? We have 2 children already, and I don't want to lose my family. You want to take this one? Okay, so there are some consequences that happen. When you decided to sleep with someone other than your husband, you took the risk to lose your family in the first place. Now that you're pregnant, there's another risk of losing your family. So you should have thought about that before you gave in to temptation to sleep with someone other than your husband.
Yeah.
Right? And then apparently you slept unprotected with someone that was other than your husband.
That means raw for our audience out there.
Yes.
Nasty,
So now you're pregnant. You got caught up.
And you done it before. That ain't your first time.
Yeah, exactly. It's not your first rodeo.
That's like
And what makes you say
10
you
times
done
y'all
it
was here.
before? She might not have said it before.
Listen, I have nothing to object from a male perspective. You're right on. We agree here. There's one voice speaking right now.
All right.
Because I totally agree that there needs to be a divorce here. And you need to say, hey, listen, if that man you went out and had that baby by him, then you go on with him. Take you and your baby. I'm taking my other ones with me. And you go on do your thing with him.
Yep. Now,
That's where I'm at there. I ain't got no problem there.
I've been in that situation.
Nah.
You were in that situation?
Yeah,
Should we use your name, Mr. M, or should we say Mondo? Mr. M said that he's been in that situation before. How did you handle it? How did you handle it?
I told her her husband was in Afghanistan.
This is new stuff.
Just like this. This is my old high school girlfriend. Hold on. This is my old high school girlfriend.
His old high school
girlfriend. Anything I hit can always go back to. That's all good. So that's good. And she came to see me, and then she got pregnant. She thought she was pregnant. She told me, damn, you gonna have to move out to California. I said, shit, what you gonna tell your husband when he come home? Because a nigga like me ain't coming out there. Nah. I ain't coming out there. Nah.
This is a shame that a young man fighting for our rights in Afghanistan got violated by you. Go ahead.
So we got it. Question.
So I don't think that this is her first time being with her boss.
Right.
Because she was too comfortable. Just to
Yes,
to have unprotected sex with her boss, they were too comfortable. So they didn't have sex before. They got comfortable and got caught.
That ain't been true. She should have been walking and then it just happened at one time.
No, you can't hide a baby.
You can't hide a baby. But if you got a bunch of them and you with your husband, he might think it's his.
So our audience members are chiming in. Yolanda said the secret is going to come out when that baby comes. And Bonita said she wasn't thinking about her family when she was getting down with her boss. Lynn said it may be the husband's. She doesn't know who baby daddy is. She needs to go on Murray's show. You're the baby daddy.
And get killed, right?
Yolanda said, I hope your boss and your husband favor one another. They better both be brothers. Hope the boss really liked you.
Or guess what? You can always say that baby look like my great uncle. He dead. You don't even know him.
You better get some history.
And if you feed somebody long enough, they start to resemble you.
I think she should be honest.
Yes.
Because it's going to come out later.
Yeah.
It's going to come out later. It's going to be worse.
And this is a cultural thing. Because in our culture, this has happened sometimes in our culture. And it's been a lot of times unsaid. They don't talk about it. But everybody know about it.
Yeah.
You know, but we just really don't talk about it.
In our culture, there's a lot of secrets.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We live with secrets. We die with secrets.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's a rough thing. Take care of another nigga's baby. You hit you like that. That's rough. That's rough.
Somebody else know.
Momo said it's in every culture, not just our culture.
Yeah, we deal with our culture. I'm sorry, Momo, if I offended you. But I try to make sure that we have an understanding as a people, a race of people. So many outside factors have given us advice and try to dictate to us how we should think. And one thing about our show is we're gaining our own voice and we're creating our own way of thinking as a culture of people.
Bonita said the boss's life won't really be changed, but her life will certainly change.
Absolutely, yeah.
From her husband, children, and family. So,
Is
yeah.
the boss married?
We don't know all that information.
And that's like that chick up at West Lakes was getting hit from the back by that nigga.
Oh, that was crazy.
And she was married.
My God, that was
And
crazy.
she was married.
I see the video.
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah.
She was getting hit. They got on video.
She was married.
Yeah. Oh, that was a shame.
What show was that?
It was on What's Next up at the
And
club.
the girl was on the
They
road.
put it on live.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw it. I couldn't believe her. Anyway, let's go
Oh,
on
my
next.
goodness. Okay, so next question. Next topic, right? I think my man is crazy. He came in at 7 a.m. and just got his ass in the bed like everything was cool. When I woke him the fuck up,
Uh-oh. That's
she
not in
checked
there.
him.
You added that.
That's what I'm thinking she said. When I woke him the fuck up and checked him, he stated, since we're not married, he could go do that. I'm done. Am I overreacting?
Nope.
I'm gonna let you take that one.
He don't give a fuck.
Well, okay, so a couple of things.
Uh-oh.
They're not married, for one,
Facts.
right? So maybe that's a reason to get married. I don't know. I don't know what the arrangement was between them two, but right, they're not married.
But 7 a.m.
But-
sounds a little indecent.
But it is disrespectful for him to come in. It has nothing to do with
I'm a
being
grown
married.
ass man.
But it has nothing to do with
I'm
marriage.
not staying out that late. I can't.
It has
stay up.
nothing to do with marriage, though. They have a relationship, and in a relationship, there was a disrespect, especially if they stayed in the same household.
Yeah.
So it has nothing to do with marriage. It was a disrespect that was there.
Hey, Lynn Lomax said, did he have his underwear on? But listen,
I love my boy.
I try to, when I evaluate stuff, I try to put myself in the other shoes.
Okay.
If I'm a woman, right, I'm kind of pissed off if my man come in at 7 a.m. and just get his hot ass in that bed.
I would be pissed off, too.
And the reason why is because if my woman came in at 7 a.m. and got her hot ass in that bed,
Oh, she gonna get kicked on the floor.
this shit going down.
But if they get in the shower, you gonna be mad too.
No,
right?
but hold on. The difference from a man and a woman is, as a man, after 2 a.m., I'm in my vehicle. And I'm out searching. And at 7 a.m., the garage is open. I'm sitting in there in my chair.
Shotgun.
No, I ain't got no shotgun.
Oh no, I'm
But I'm
shotgun.
sitting right there and I'm waiting for you because I want you to see this face when you pull in. With those lights, when you hit that garage opener and the garage come up, I want you to see the face.
So what if they said their phone lost charge and they can call you?
Guess what's going to happen?
What happened?
She's going
I'd be like, you got OnStar. You got OnStar.
Right.
It's a phone in there.
You got All Star and you got a relative.
You gonna start dating.
Hold on, you should have called All Star 911 and told them to call home. You know, and you better call your people because guess where you finna stay.
I believe it's still disrespect, regardless if you're married or not. That's a disrespect.
And then it's disrespectful for him to come across and say we ain't married. Because it's obvious you sleeping in that bed, you playing the married game. You just ain't secured your application yet.
She's telling you where you stand, boo-boo.
She should have hit him in the eye.
I'm telling you, she should.
And I wouldn't be mad if she hit him in the eye.
She should have said that boy.
He don't give a fuck.
He
He
don't.
don't give a fuck.
Okay.
He don't give a fuck.
We're moving
So,
on.
hold up, but we good though. So Lynn said my daddy used to say the only thing open after 2 is them legs. But Nita said my door would have been locked up tight. He would not have worked. And Dion said,
The
"Yup,
key wouldn't have worked.
yup, the key wouldn't have worked." Yeah.
That's why you don't use keys.
I got a size 10.
You don't use keys. What you do is you use a code, and see you can change the code.
You can change the code and the door be like,
Then you can't get in.
yeah.
You know, change that code,
We know somebody
and
did
then we have a code changer. we will.
There's a code changer somewhere around here.
We'll change that code. And then I'm gonna flip the alarm because I want everybody here that's going off.
It's about to go down.
Down. I'm not playing it with you.
Okay, so we got a couple more to get to, and we have plenty of time. So take your time and think about this. My
And I
woman.
probably would have threw the clothes out.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Don't
Because
burn.
you know you need the yard.
Don't burn the
decorated.
clothes.
No, don't burn them. But decorate them.
Don't put bleach on the clothes. Put them in the bathtub and put bleach on them.
No.
I've heard all those stories.
Don't do
No.
that, but throw them on the yard because it's good. It looks good when the yard is full of
throw my
clothes.
shit in the yard if you want to. Shit, we're going to have a problem.
She come in at
It's gonna
7
be some
o'clock. It
furniture.
is a
There's
problem.
going to be some
Right.
furniture moving.
It's already a
It,
problem.
It's been a problem
already
at 2:15.
2:30.
No, 2:15 is the problem.
I think you don't give me no coochie on Saturday.
Okay.
I ain't motherfucking ain't.
Well, Mondo and his woman needs to come on the couch with Shuntai and Johnell.
Yeah.
Because
No,
on
we ain't
Saturdays,
coming
Mondo
on
does
there.
not
I've
get
seen
sex
you do that
because
anyway.
she has to go to church on Sunday.
Praise God.
So she needs
Church
to
ain't
be
even
clean.
live no more.
She needs to be clean
Zoom.
on Saturday. She needs to be clean. She needs to do a cleanse on
to have the
Saturday.
Zoom ready.
Dush it off. So she's prepared. Dushing off. So she's prepared on Sunday.
She ain't play that.
Yeah, so she's trying to cleanse herself.
She
Wrong
did.
motherfucking night, the wrong night to pick that night.
And it pisses Mondo the fuck off when he can't get nothing on Saturday night. And he had to go to plan A or plan B, not the pill plan B, but the plan B something else.
And it sure ain't my hand either, motherfucker.
Right. And he ain't showing his hand. So that's what Mondo and his they
So
did the other
since
couch.
we're on that, what
Right.
is a good time that you ain't gonna get yourself in trouble?
I think y'all need to talk about what that
No,
song is.
no. See, some things you don't need to talk about.
Yeah, that's what.
There's a universal understanding.
No universal
that
understanding.
if everything closes at
No.
12, let's just say,
Okay.
you shouldn't be nowhere where you can't get home in 30 minutes.
No, that's not true for grown ass people because you could be on the west side of the state at an event.
Then
and
you
get
better
home later.
call and say I'm spending the
Right.
night.
No,
and I ain't coming
no,
home.
there needs to be a conversation to say what
I'll do
is
that quick.
considered good for our relationship. Now, all people are the same. Now, our relationships are the same. So you have to have that conversation, and I think it's on a needs basis, a needs basis.
So
about
in
what
your
happened.
relationship, you know, Shuntai,
You better tell me what's
is
going
your man?
on.
What
I don't
what
care
is-
what time, but I better know
Right.
what's going on. And if it's legitimate,
Right.
it's okay.
Well, me
It's okay.
as a man, and
Uh-huh.
I just want you to know in case you don't know.
Okay.
I want to teach you just a little brief lesson. I checked and most clubs close at 2.
Why is there an assumption that you're at a club?
I just do that at the worst.
I'm just
That's
saying.
the worst.
Worst
That's
case
the
scenario.
worst.
Yeah.
That's just the worst. I'm just gonna throw the worst out.
Uh-huh.
All right.
It really is.
And so there's a pattern.
Okay.
Okay.
Pattern.
You have never closed a club.
No, I don't close clubs.
Don't close clubs.
No, that's
So
not mine.
2:15, I'm looking like, oh, she's never closed a club,
Uh-huh.
and it's 2:15.
Okay.
Something's not happening.
Yeah, there's some danger.
Because I'm like, oh, you know,
There's some-
you done broke tendencies. So as a man and a woman, you know the tendencies
you would
of
be
your
concerned
partner.
by that.
And if things are broken, then there's a red flag going up. You're like, hey, this you know, this shit ain't right here. It's 2:15. I know when she with me at 2:15. At 10:01, she sleep. If she sleep at 10:01 with me,
Okay.
and she out at
There
2,
could be-
and
That's a laughing ass.
there's something wrong with this.
New boo.
Yeah, it could
We
be
ain't
something.
gonna do that.
It could be something. It could have been an emergency that happened.
Listen.
Somebody had a flat tire.
If there's an
Somebody,
emergency,
Hold up. At a bachelorette party, somebody passed out.
Yeah.
Those things happen.
It could have been lit.
But I think a
What?
phone call needs to be
But
had
I'ma
to make
tell
sure.
you.
I'll tell you what's up.
if that's
Yeah.
the case,
If I have
If
to
that
do a
is the
Facebook
case.
Live to show that somebody is passed out, I'm going to, you know what I'm saying?
no matter what you show on Facebook Live, if you ain't passed out, then you need to be in place. That's the rules of the game.
I think I beg to differ on this one.
Okay, then.
You know?
Hey,
When
you
you're
can,
dealing with grown-ass
you can
folks,
beg to
It's
differ.
a matter of what the situation is.
Okay.
Okay? Because I'm going to use that on you if that, that was the situation.
You supposed to.
Exactly. So things
So
happen.
I just want you to
I just want to know
understand.
things happen
Hey, listen.
that will cause it to be longer
Whenever-
than what you anticipate.
whenever you hear
like
a
if
man-
you say, I'm gonna be home about 9, and I end up home about 10:30. What? That's a situation.
Then you should be mad as hell.
No, I'm not gonna be mad as hell. I'm just
I'm just saying, if that's the case.
Just don't use my name.
But all I'm saying is this here.
You know how Reggie named
As a couple, right? You
Yeah.
got to establish, right?
That's what I said.
Certain
You have to
rules
have
and
a
regulations.
conversation.
No. But
You
once you know tendency,
No, you just have to have a
it's
conversation.
easy to have
This is-
that conversation.
You just
So we're
have to-
both saying the same thing.
Just have a conversation
Okay.
before it happens.
All right.
Okay.
Don't kill nobody.
Before shit happens,
Right.
have a conversation.
DJ Dab.
Okay, so let's get to the last one. This is very important.
Uh-oh.
This last one, because this is something I wouldn't do
Uh-oh.
at all.
8 minutes.
Okay, especially my sons are in 30. The youngest is 25. The middle is 27. Yeah, it can happen, but it's not gonna happen with me.
I ain't gonna even do this.
You're not gonna do it.
No.
You're not. Okay, so I walked in on my mother having sex with one of my friends.
Ooh.
I am 27 and I am pissed off.
Your mama
I haven't talked to either one of them.
cougar.
She's telling me to grow up and stay out of her business. That mom.
Even they didn't know what they
I'm blowing my.
What'd you say?
They quiet over there.
The women said,
We fighting both of them.
Invite both of y'all.
I'm blowing that nigga.
I'm not going to fight my mother,
That's disrespectful.
Basically, but
but I'm gonna tell her like this here. I
You
hope
take
it was
shit out of
worth
the
what
friend,
I'm about to give that boy.
definitely if it's my friend, we got.
But your mom is
I'm
a
finna-
grown woman.
I wouldn't give a damn if she passed me.
Yeah.
If
You
you
ain't
hit
gonna
my
let your mom.
mama,
You ain't gonna let your mom get a freak on.
I'm gonna get mine.
Get your freak on. Get your freak on.
I ain't letting it go.
Question?
Got a question on here.
I ain't letting it go.
You can't, you know what? I'm just
Melanie, stop.
being 100.
You
really can't be mad at him because if he ain't raped my mama, I just know, and you know your mama a freak.
If you know your mama a freak.
I thought she was freaking with daddy. I didn't know she was on freaking with my boy.
A freak is a freak
Well,
is a freak is a freak.
Watch your mouth. Don't
So
talk about
somebody
mama.
said a freak is a freak is a freak.
Don't talk
So
about
you
mama.
can't get mad at the freak.
Don't you talk
Your,
about
your mama ain't no freak.
Watch your mouth.
Oh, so your mama is a freak.
Don't you better watch your mouth. Freaking mama. Hey,
So
freaking mama.
if your mama got with one, if your mama's a freak and she got with one of your boys, then one of the audience members said that you can't be mad at your boy because your mama a freak.
I'm mad as hell at her.
I don't hit one of my boys' mama.
Now, listen, you be mad about your dad.
I'm gonna blow his mouth out because
Hold on, time out, audience. Shh. Listen, if your daddy right now
He does.
was
is.
drilling one of your friends,
Not
Nicole,
my friends, but he's drilling a 20 and 30
if she
something
was
year
hitting
old.
Nicole, your dad, Nicole, you'd be mad as a mother. You'd be like, Nicole, how you did that?
I'll be like, hold up. I'll be like,
Oh, and then you'd be like, call me mama. You know, I got too much. You know, you know what I'm saying? My boy gonna tell me, call me daddy. Come on, man. I don't like that.
okay, I
You know
was
what I'm
just,
saying? This shit can get complicated.
My oldest son Richard got mad when we was just in the mall.
Right.
Me and him in the mall. He's like, I ain't going to the mall with you no more.
Right.
Because
right,
he's like, who is that with you? That's
Right.
my mama. I ain't going to the mall with you no more.
right.
So no, I would not be with anybody my son's age.
Right. But now, if he was a couple years older, you know, I'm like 4 years older than him, and he grabbed me, you know, that means that's something else there.
No, I still wouldn't be anybody
Wouldn't be?
in the same age group.
Okay,
No.
then, all right then.
Yeah. So what do our audience
I wouldn't
members
either
say?
as a man.
They're two consenting adults, and yes, she can be mad about it.
So Steve said that's a good analogy. Good for not good for analogy. See,
DJ
what
Dance,
did-
oh my God, I can't believe it.
DJ Dan said I fell out. She was helping. Case by case basis. So Steve, what do you mean by that's not a good for analogy?
That was the last question.
Oh, okay. I'm
I'm
sorry. Okay, so Melanie said mom needs love too, and I wouldn't do it. And my son is 27. DJ Dove says she needs to be knocked or called first. Oh, you need to knock on your mom's door. Yeah. DJ said he grown.
No, I
take
agree
his
with that.
keys.
But no, me and my mom, we gotta understand it first of all. It's bound to cross.
Tarnisa said you can be mad at the situation and mad at the mom, but the people?
Yes. Everybody.
Dion
Everybody
said
playing
that's
it.
hard one to deal with. Dang, I'm speechless. That's what she said.
It is, that's hard.
And DJ Dev said, MC Bree, I gotta get mine.
Stop it, Deb.
Bonita said, Mama always smiling at your friends offering them dinner.
See, now you're gonna make everybody mad at their mom. Everybody gonna be mad at their mama. No more company.
You want something to eat?
No more company. Because you don't know that.
Steve said we definitely could not hang out no more. You wouldn't hang out with that friend?
No, baby. He gonna leave.
Liz said let her get her groove on. Me and her age are looking for younger women, so what else is she gonna do? She is seasoned and experienced, so young men may not be getting what he needs for his age group. Give him a 30-year-old, and will fuck him up.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Damn. What's in your glass?
Yolanda said your mama getting flipped.
Your mama
Like pancakes.
That nigga gonna get flipped too. Like waffles.
Listen, it ain't even about friends. If you been to my home, you ain't gotta be my. If you played on a team that I played on, Little League, Pee Wee. If you've ever had an encounter with me in my life, and I catch you with my mama, I'm okay.
If your mama offered him a little juice jug, or a
I'm
Capri
going-
Sun, or orange,
Audience, I just have to tell you, I'm going back to penitentiary. You can't mess with my mama and think we gonna live in this world together. I can't do it. I can't have anybody to leave saying they slept with my mom and leave the house.
Oh, wow.
Especially all the women
I can't.
talking about, what if it was the dad and he was messing with one of his daughter's friends?
Oh, they would be livid. We live in a double standard
You know
world.
they would.
They would be livid. Dirty dog. He's no good. Hey, he's locked up. He's nasty ass. Oh man,
Oh man, beat that
I can't stand him. It's always a double standard for men.
But you've heard more stories about that happening.
Thank
There
you.
you go. You got a question, Nicole?
1 minute.
Oh, we got 1 minute. Oh my goodness, this has been a great show.
It has, and
Yeah.
you really showed the audience that you're versatile.
Yes, I'm versatile.
Yeah, you're versatile.
Yes.
You showed the audience that some things could go on, and you could be put into some danger here.
Yeah.
Some positive or something.
No,
Yes.
but seriously, we like to thank the people who trust us to be able to give them a honest answer to the questions. It takes a lot of bravery. Sometimes I read the questions and I'll be like, wow, this is really happening, to our people. These are things that we're going through, and you be like, you think you're going through something, and then you see somebody else, and you be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? It kind of makes my thing middle, right? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it's some people getting some stuff in out here doing some stuff, right?
So
And
my
so-
girl going to fuck off is not her issue too
absolutely.
much compared to what people have to deal with.
Be careful. What did you just say now?
It's about
You shot a move.
Yes.
And you listen to
I was
what you
just cleaning
said.
off your shoulder.
No, that ain't what you said. Something cleaning off.
I don't have to clarify.
My girl. So yeah.
But I just want to say thank you for tuning
Thank you.
in to another great episode of She Say, He Say, and we will see you next Sunday. Y'all in Michigan on the lockdown, tune in to us. Send those questions.
It's going down.
Yes, it's going down.
We locked down.